Hi guys, it's Chris with City or Homestead.
And Jack.
So it's beginning gluten-free week. So the first one we thought we'd do a Mexican dish. Well, it's not really, but you know what I mean. It's called Easy Mexican Casserole. So we're going to do that today. Before I get started, I want to thank Sherry. Now I don't need to use the plastic thing to scoop everything out. I've got metal. Thank you very much, Sherry. I appreciate it. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a pound of ground beef, which, you know, we always cook ours ahead. But we got to warm it up with other stuff, so we're going to just break it up. You know what? I just changed my mind on something else too, Jack.
Where don't you?
Why don't you grab us some taco seasoning? Why not? You know? We'll just put a little bit in there. I changed something else too, so he was like, no, up here, Jack.
Oh.
Ta-da! I'm going to put just a little bit in there. He was going for the other cabinet where we keep, you know, the ones I've already made, and we're going to refill it. So now in that pan, we're also going to add a can of chili beans. There you go. And we're going to add a can of diced tomatoes. We actually have one can, and we're going to split it. And then, just to be different, I'm going to add a can of corn. Because a lot of those, like, little Mexican dishes or whatever, they have where they add corn. So why not? When in Rome. So how was everybody's weekend? This also says to use a 9x9 can, which neither of us have. We have to look that up and see what a 9x9 is. I have an 11x7, an 8x8, 9x13.
Same here.
But I do not have a 9x9, so I have no clue. Alright, so while we're getting that stuff all warmed up, we want to get... We're going to use a 9x13, and we're going to put 2 cups of corn chips in the bottom. Corn tortilla chips. Now, for the gluten-free, I made sure that the chili beans that we were using did not have any flour. You really have to check some of your beans and stuff, because some people, they do add flour to them. So I had to end up getting the Walmart brand, which is fine, no problem. And because the other ones had, they had wheat in them. So we don't want wheat. So now next week is going to be suggestions week while this stuff is warming up. And then the week after, I think we're going to do our cleaning out our freezer week. And so you guys can cook along with us, do whatever you want. But we're going to try to get meat out of our freezer. Dehydrated vegetables and stuff used up. Get our pantry stuff. We are not buying anything next week, or the week after. So we kind of have to make it work with what we got. We, of course, you know, we need milk, bread, things like that. That's different. But anything else towards the recipes, no. I'm trying to figure out the logistics as far as cook along with me. I think it'll be on easier dishes, and I'm not sure if we can do a live or how we can do that, or if I can figure out how some of those people do previews so that I can actually record it, and then you guys can be cooking with me, and I can type and answer you back. I'll figure out how to do that. But I'll get the logistics down, and we'll figure it out. So, I want to start doing, you know, I just thought of something else we should have added.
Oh, no. What?
Onion.
Funyuns.
Onions.
Right, Funyuns.
I think you should have onions added to it. Hold on 1 second. Alright, so we decided to go ahead and add onions. I just think, why not, right? So everything's heated up now. Let's bring you down here. And we're going to put all of this over top. And you guys, we did take a little tiny bite of the meat mixture. What'd you think, Jack?
It's very good.
It is very good, you guys. And then you're going to evenly kind of spread that out. I think by adding the corn, it really helped to stretch it out. And then when we added the onions, it stretched it out a little bit more. So now instead of a 9x9 pan, we have a 9x13 pan, which can feed, you know, a little bit more. So what my goal is, before we finish on to this, what my goal is, food prices have went up really, really crazy. And I would like to be able to do weeks that we live out of our pantry, that we use our freezer goods. Meat prices are just stupid. But I think it's important for us to learn how to cook good. It may not be completely nutritious, but it'll be cheap. And, I mean, if that's something you guys would like to see, put it down in the description box. Because to me, this is my channel. But I don't have a channel without you guys. So if you guys aren't happy with the content that I'm putting out, you're not going to stay. And I want people that stay because I love the community that we have. And I love who you guys are. And I want to expand and grow, but I want to keep my guys with me. My girls, guys, you know what I mean. Because I'm not politically correct, sorry. But I want to keep you guys happy too, and I want you to enjoy coming along with us. Even when Jack's goofy, huh, Jack?
Yeah.
Jack can be really goofy at times too, guys, I tell you. Now we're going to use a whole 16-ounce container of sour cream. So what I'm going to do is just, let me move this a little bit so you can see me better here. See, not me, but the container. And I'm going to kind of blop it all over the place so that it doesn't move everywhere when I put it on. And by the way, got the hotel reserved tonight. My son was like, I got a couple ideas, and he goes, he sent me something from by the airport. And I go, well, how far are you from the airport? He goes, 15 minutes. So I started looking by the airport. We found a Motel 6 over by the airport. Because he asked me, how much do you want to spend on hotels? And I go, cheap. We're going out on a wing and a prayer doing this trip. So I said way less than $100 a night if we can. Because, you know, finding hotel rooms anymore is just ridiculous. And I found a Motel 6 by the hotel. And in the parking lot, 5 steps up, is a Waffle House. So, Tom called me on his lunch hour. I told Courtney, have him call me. And he did. And I sent him a picture. He goes, oh, yeah. So, Saturday morning, we'll be having breakfast. And then he'll come back over Sunday morning. We'll have breakfast before we leave. So, now we're going to put cheese over the top of that. So I said, how bad is that? He's going to have to smell Waffle House all night long. And since I can't walk a long ways, he's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, well, I haven't seen the new Opry, so we're going to drive out to see that. And just a couple other things. He goes, I know a couple places we can go to eat. And it's like, we can't just eat the whole time we're there. I'm sure that sounds good, but even though I'm a big girl, I don't eat a whole lot at a time, do I, Jack?
No.
These guys out-eat me like crazy. Alright, then after we put the cheese on there, we're going to spread black olives on it. Now, if you want to top it with something else, you know what? You do you. That's the good thing about cooking is, you know what? You create what you think is you and your family. You know what I just thought of? But it's too late now. You know what would have been nice over top of that sour cream?
What?
If we would have chopped up some of those green pepper thingies that we have.
Yeah, or bacon.
Bacon. Sherry, you have a friend. He said, or what'd you say?
Bacon.
Bacon? This is supposed to be a Mexican dish. You got your friend, Sherry. All right, now you're going to put it in the oven, uncovered, for 30 minutes.
Oh, I gotta put you on yet.
Yes, you have to put black olives on, chick. You know, green olives would probably be good on that, too.
Yeah.
But those peppers, what are they called?
Green peppers?
No, those other peppers.
Hash pepper?
No, we're not putting hatch peppers on.
I'm trying to think of all the peppers.
I can't think of them, but anyway, we could have put some of those on there. You know what else would have been good? Black, or not black, but red or orange bell peppers.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless. Aren't you glad that I do this to Jack all the time, do I not, Jack?
Yeah.
I'm like, oops, we got to change this. Oops, wait, let's do this. So that's like 4 different things that I added. So when I post the recipe, just remember the stuff that I added. So we're going to pop this in the oven, and then we'll be back. And I do want to thank you, and Jack does too, and so does Tom. We have the best community out there. Just
Yeah, we do.
the best. And we love each and every one of you. And thank you so much for taking the time to be with us every day. I really, really appreciate you guys. All right, we'll be back. So we're back. All right, Jack. What do you think?
That's awesome.
Bring you down here so you can see it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This is a keeper. So what do you think? It's gluten-free, 100%.
I don't think I'll like it, but I do.
So day 1 of gluten-free, and you're going to survive it?
Yeah.
Tom and I actually did gluten-free for a year. And I didn't use the pastas. I tried to, and I didn't like them. It was gross. So I did everything without pasta for a whole year. And actually I lost weight that way, and my tummy felt a lot better. But this is a whole week of it. Gluten doesn't bother me all the time, but just sometimes. And when it does, it bothers me really bad. But this is yummy. Tom will be home in a few minutes, and we'll let Tom take a taste test. So,
Bye.
we'll be back, you guys. Hi, Tom.
Hi,
How are you?
tired.
Well, we got a review video to do after this, so wake up. You're so goofy. So, Tom, before you test the dinner, where are we staying at in Tennessee?
Motel 6.
But what's near it?
Waffles. Yeah, waffles.
You thought that was exciting until I told you what?
It's right next door.
No, that you're going to have to smell it all night, 2 nights.
Oh, that blows, actually. I'll have to smell that forever. It'll be embedded into my forehead. Like, I want to eat some more waffles.
So would you tell me that we're going to eat waffles every night, didn't you?
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen, is it?
I don't know about that.
No. 2 waffle breakfasts.
Just think, like
Saturday morning and Sunday morning, that's it.
that for dinner and breakfast. And
But what about the Mexican place he wants to take us to?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a big burrito we had there.
Yeah, so I guess you'll have to just deal with 2 days of breakfast.
We'll have to share that one.
Who
don't
you
think
kidding?
we can eat that one by
Share.
ourselves.
Yeah, right. You'll eat yours plus mine. All right, so this is an easy Mexican casserole. Give it a try.
Mexican casserole?
Yeah. I added a few things to it, like taco seasoning, corn, onions. Kind of made it my own. What do you think?
Good.
You haven't stopped eating it, so it must be it's real good, huh?
I haven't let go of it. Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have a great night. Have a blessed night. Be a blessing, and bye, Tom.
Yeah, bye, Tom.